Good morning. This is the voting hearing of the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, April 27th, 2023. While the public is encouraged to attend, no additional testimony will be accepted today. Begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. Item number 1, Good Time Hospitality LLC, doing business as the Flamingo, located at 266 Commercial Street, dated the incident November 24th, 2022. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I'll jump in. Thank you, Danny. I see no violation here. This happened very suddenly.
I had no violation.
I agree.
Item number 2, GM Restaurant Enterprises, Inc., doing business as La Terraza, located at 19 Bennington Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, November 16th, 2022, fight in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 64.
The licensee was cooperative. They fired both employees afterwards, and I see no violation.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 3, GSTH Investment Group LLC, doing business as Bijou and Rock and Rye, located at 51 Stewart Street. Date of the incident, December 11th, 2022. Failure to report armed security to the Boston Licensing Board in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
This is a manager who's worked there for 11 years. The testimony was that he did not know he was supposed to notify the board when someone is carrying a firearm. I take this very seriously. He should have known. I find a violation.
I saw one as well.
I agree.
My vote is for a written warning.
I agree.
Yes.
Violation with a written warning. Item number 4, Inshallah Inc., doing business as Crave, located at 128 Brighton Ave in Alston. Date of the incident, December 11th, 2022. Assault and battery by means of a deadly weapon, a firearm, patron on patron, in front of premise, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A.
This happened at the end of the evening when the staff was cleaning up. They had already closed. Security team at the licensed premise had called 911. I just didn't see a violation here.
I didn't either.
I agree.
Item number 5, Game On Fenway LLC, doing business as Game On Sports Cafe, located at 72 to 82 Lansdowne Street. Date of the incident, January 8th, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I don't see a violation here. This happened outside. It happened pretty quickly. I couldn't find any wrongdoing on the part of the licensee.
Yeah, and the staff was trying to intervene. So for all those reasons, I agree. No violation.
I agree.
Item number 6, Los Arrieros Restaurant Inc., doing business as Los Arrieros Restaurant, located at 13 to 15 Meridian Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, February 12th, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I reviewed the video that the licensee submitted, which was very helpful. The licensee has been very cooperative. This was very random. It was, in my opinion, there was nothing that they could have done. I don't see any violation.
I started the same way. No
I
violation.
agree.
Item number 7, MW&W Inc., doing business as China Pearl Restaurant, located at 5 to 9A Tyler Street. Date of the incident, February 5th, 2023. Premise conducting bottle service without Boston Licensing Board permission, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
To me, it's not a defense that they didn't know they weren't allowed to do this. I see a violation.
I saw a violation as well.
I did as well.
And I know they've applied for bottle service. So I'm taking that separately, but based upon the conduct at the licensed premise on this evening, my vote would be for a first warning.
Sounds good.
A written warning, yes.
And Danny, I would like that warning to include correspondence to the licensee about openly smoking marijuana and their responsibilities as a licensed premise when it comes to those things.
Violation with a written warning and correspondence from the board.
Yeah.
Item number 8, Guzman LLC, doing business as Medallo, located at 411 Chelsea Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, February 6th, 2023, premise providing bottle service without Boston Licensing Board permission in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I see a violation,
I do as well.
Yes,
and my vote would be for a written warning.
Sounds good.
I agree.
Violation with a written warning. Item number 9, Nua Liquors, Inc., doing business as Walsh Wine and Spirits, located at 388 Washington Street in Brighton, dated the incident February 10th, 2023. Alcohol service to persons under 21 in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 34 to 34A, 41, 64, 64A, and Board's Rule 1.08F.
The attorney for the licensed premise noted on the record that this happened after the prior incident and before our recent hearing. To me, that is discounted. This is a very serious thing that is happening at this location. My vote is for violation.
I saw it the same way.
I agree.
I vote for a second warning, but in addition to the second warning, I would like a written plan of what their operations will be when it comes to IDing patrons, and I want that plan to be approved and reviewed by this board, and it will appear on one of our next agendas for discussion.
Yeah,
Sounds
can it reiterate the warning about over reliance on any scanner regardless? I know that our unit has, recommended the IntelliCheck ID, but I just want to make it clear to people that it's like, oh, we bought the one that you recommended, that should cover us. I just want to make sure that the idea is that, no, we're not saying that's 100% coverage.
Yeah, Commissioner Carr makes a good point. Just because there's a recommendation from the board doesn't mean that's a path, and a defense to any future incidents. The responsibility is solely on the licensee here, and the board does not take kindly to them saying that their ID scanning thing worked or didn't work, or it had to be updated. The responsibility is solely theirs.
So it sounds like the vote is a violation, second written warning, and the board requests an operating plan from the licensee that details how they will verify identifications of patrons, especially those out of state, and how they will.
I would like to take it one step further and ask the licensee to appear on one of our next hearings to walk through their security and operations plan with us. This is a known location to serve to underage people. They are in a college neighborhood. I have heard that it is a place that people know is easy to purchase alcohol underage. And I want the manager of record to appear at a hearing and to walk through his security and operations plan with us.
Thank you. Is there a time that you would like that the board would request this plan to be submitted to it for scheduling a hearing, or?
I'd like the plan within 2 weeks, and we can schedule it at our convenience.
Sounds good.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. That is clear. Thank you. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, April 26th, 2023. Item number 1, Lahara Restaurant Corporation, doing business as Mofongo Factory Restaurant, located at 299 Hancock Street in Dorchester. Has applied for a common victualler license to be exercised on the above. Manager Yemi Lahara, hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
My vote is to approve.
I vote to approve as well.
I agree.
Item number 2, Quincy Market Kong Dog Inc., doing business as Kong Dog, located at 206 Faneuil Hall Marketplace, has applied for a common victualler license. Manager Julia Kang, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 3, WCH South Bay LLC, doing business as Dave's Hot Chicken, located at 10 District Ave in Dorchester, has applied for a common victualler license. Manager David Medeiros, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 12 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 4, Three Brothers South Bay Inc., doing business as the Halal Guys, located at 10 District Ave, has applied for a common victualler license. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. There was some confusion with the advertisement. They actually did apply with David Medeiros as manager of record.
Okay, but didn't they say on the record that Rizwan was going to be the manager of record? Manager?
That is correct. We will have to clarify that. So we could not issue any license until we have clarified who the manager of record is.
Okay, thank you.
So sorry, the vote would be,
Oh. Are we gonna clarify? I would vote, but I think we have to clarify the license.
great, so defer the vote to clarify. Manager
I mean,
Becker,
I would, it's a CV license, so I could approve it. But I want them to move forward. I don't want to stop them from moving forward with the approval process, but just make sure our records reflect who they really want to be the manager.
right, so I guess that's the question, is whether the vote is to defer this until they reapply with manager of record, or to grant pending a submission of a manager of record.
The
Right
latter.
about that. Yeah, grant pending.
Is any clarification needed on 3, or is it Mr. Maderos correct there?
Number 3 was also applied for as Mr. Maderos, but we can check both.
Thank
So
you.
we'll do the same with 3 too.
Great. So items 3 and 4, just to make sure I have the vote correct, granted pending clarification of the appointed manager of record.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 5, Warren Street Housing LLC, doing business as Commonwealth Land Trust, located at 570R Warren Street in Dorchester, has applied for a lodging house license to be exercised on the above. Manager Eva Comey.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 6, AHF Speedway Holdings LLC, doing business as the Charles River Speedway, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Sean McDonald.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 7, 99 Restaurants of Boston LLC, doing business as 99 Restaurants and Pub, located at 29 to 31 Austin Street in Charlestown, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 8, Cisco Brewers, Distillers, Vintners, Seaport Inc., doing business as Cisco Seaport, located at 85 Northern Ave, has petitioned to amend the operational hours of the licensed business to Mondays through Thursdays 4 to 10 p.m., Fridays 3 to 11, Saturdays 12 to 11, and Sundays 12 to 10.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 9, MHF Devonshire Operating B LLC, doing business as Hyatt Centric Boston, located at 54 Devonshire Street, has petitioned for a change in ownership interest, has petitioned for the approval of a management agreement between MHF Devonshire Operating Tenant V LLC and Crocker Management LLC.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 10, Modern Lunch Inc., doing business as Javelli, located at 387 to 397A Chelsea Street in East Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license to Rose Square Inc., doing business as Rose at the same location. Andrea Rueda, manager, closing hour 2 a.m. Has petitioned to pledge the license to Modern Lunch Incorporated and has updated the description of the licensed premise to 3 dining rooms and kitchen on first floor and cellar for stock with approximately 4,450 square feet. Rooms are as follows: front room with a bar and total seating for 56, main and back dining room with 93 seats, and presidential dining room with 47 seats. Waiting area has an additional 22 seats, 4 bathrooms, 2 entrances on Chelsea Street, and 2 exits on Bennington Street.
Thank you, Danny. I vote to approve all of those changes as described. And was there a manager? Yes, and I vote to approve Ms. Rueda as the manager of record.
I agree.
Agree.
And the pledge as well.
Yes.
Item number 11, East Boston Malt Co. Inc., doing business as Cappy's, located at 216 Border Street in East Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to East Boston Cappy's Inc., doing business as Cappy's Fine Wine and Spirits at the same location. Suresh Kumar Patel, manager, closing hour 11 p.m., and has petitioned to pledge the license, stock, and inventory to Northern Bank and Trust Company.
I just want to note for the record that we did hear from the licensee and they are not going to voluntarily put the condition of no miniature bottles and singles on the, they're not going to agree to that. I don't have issue with that. It wasn't discussed at the community level and it wasn't part of the previous license. I think it's something we still have a duty to discuss as these applications come before us, but I do approve the transfer. I approve Mr. Patel as manager, and I approve the pledge as described yesterday.
I vote to approve all of them.
I agree.
Thank you. Item number 12, Gina Guerrero, individual doing business as Cafe Jigu, located at 102 Meridian Street in East Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license to Jigu LLC, doing business as Cafe Jigu at the same location. Paula Osorio, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour.
I vote to approve. I vote to approve the manager, the closing hour, and the transfer.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 13, Harbor Petroleum LLC, doing business as Meridian Street Mobile, located at 470 Meridian Street in East Boston, has applied for a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license. Closing time 11 p.m. Manager Joseph Brizio. This application will need to come back before the board as this is a manager of record who does not live in Massachusetts and therefore cannot be approved.
Thank you.
Moving on to the non-hearing transactions, the following are applying for a new common victular license at a previously licensed location. Item number 1, Wings to Perfection LLC, located at 312 Bowden Street in Dorchester. Wayne Atkinson, manager of record, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, Darkest Before Dawn LLC, doing business as Sunny Girl, located at 252 Commercial Street. Peter Fiumara, manager of record, hours of operation 5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 3, Boston Hospitality Partners LLC, doing business as The Club, located at 115 Federal Street, 35th floor. John Luciano, manager of record, hours of operation 8 a.m. to 2 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 4, PMK Foods Inc., doing business as Citra Cafe, located at 15 Francis Street. Prakash Shrestha, manager of record, hours of operation Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 5, Yuan Mei Restaurant Group Inc., doing business as Clay Pot Restaurant, located at 74 Neeland Street. Jing Kiao Mi, manager of record, hours of operation 11:30 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 6, Con Sabor a Colombia Inc., doing business as Con Sabor a Colombia, located at 244 Meridian Street in East Boston. Jose Dario Gomez, manager of record, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 7, Served Well Seaport LLC, doing business as Cisco Kitchen, located at 81 Northern Ave. Jamie Strabino, manager of record, hours of operation Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And item number 8, Meha QMB LLC, doing business as Miha at 200 Faneuil Hall Marketplace. Charles Larner III, manager of record, hours of operation Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., Sundays, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
And the following have applied to make changes to their existing common victular licenses. Item number 1, SE Investment LLC, doing business as Sama Ex Edina, located at 279 Newbury Street, has applied to change the DBA to 101 Tea House and to change the manager and shares to Yu Chen Yu as 100% shareholder.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And items 2, 3, and 4, Brugger's Enterprises Inc. at 3 locations, 375 Longwood Ave, 7 School Street, and 631A to 683 VFW Parkway, has applied to change the district manager to Ty Ali and to add Aaron Moore as their license coordinator.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Yep, I agree.
Right. The following is applying for a new lodging house license at a previously licensed location. 44 Concord Alliance LLC, located at 44 Concord Square, has applied for a transfer of this lodging house license. The manager will be Thierry Rignall.
And Danny, we heard from ONS that there's a good neighbor agreement in place.
Incorrect.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied for a one-day amendment to their existing licenses. Item number 1, Mass Bay Brewing Co. Inc., doing business as Harpoon Brewery, located at 308 Northern Ave, has applied for a one-day amendment to include the parking lot surrounding the brewery. This is for the Harpoon Fest and 5 Miler Road Race to benefit ALS Research on May 19th from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., May 20th from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., and May 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item number 2, Time Out Market LLC, doing business as Time Out Market located at 401 Park Drive, has applied for a one-day amendment to include their currently licensed patio on the lawn of 401 Park Drive. This is for 3 events. May 18th from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. for a BU private event, May 22nd from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. for a Brandeis University private event, and June 29th from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. for a private event for Fenway Health.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And item number 3, Charles River Speedway, doing business as the Charles River Speedway located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has applied for a series of one-day amendments for a month-long extension for their currently licensed vendors to use an extended patio space from May 1st to May 31st from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Board has before them a list of special one-day liquor license applications, which have been administratively reviewed by staff and approved by the board. And we have one item for acknowledgement on old and new business. The board is in receipt of correspondence from American Multi Cinema Inc. doing business as AMC at 25 District Ave. This is the AMC South Bay Theaters, notifying the board of its use of armed security guards pursuant to board's rule 1.07J.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledge it.
Thank you. Those are all the items before the board that will adjourn today's voting hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.